We got away with a lot.
We did. Janet Reno, when she was nominated and then confirmed under Bill Clinton, the Attorney General Janet Reno said that her number 1 priority was to break Operation Rescue.
Mm-hmm.
And they came after us. I was at a funeral recently and was filming people giving testimony of a friend who had died, but also just giving their testimony in the pro-life movement. And I started to weep because almost every single person who talked, their activism was the direct fruit of Operation Rescue.
Right.
They were directly connected to, at some level, some relationship, some video that they saw, to Operation Rescue. And they're still going today.
Operation Rescue still lives. It's alive today. It's a piece of history, but it's a living piece of history because the battle's not over, the war's not over. So Operation Rescue was a major part of the overall battle against abortion, and it still is a major part. And you still have veterans, you still have people that are envious, that wish they'd been part of it. I wish I had been more of a part of it, you know, had taken part in more of these. I missed Cherry Hill like mad. I was going to that and didn't, and several others. But the important thing is it's part of an overall motion toward life, motion toward respect for life. It's coming, and this is all part of it. So God wins.
I wanted us to see it together.
Yeah.
I wanted us in this life, you, Joe Scheidler, and me, I wanted us to see the end of child killing with our own eyes. And it's starting to look a little bleak for me.
No, don't let it. Don't let it. You've got a long time to go.
If I can live as long as you, maybe I'll get to see it.
And I'm not yet dead yet.
No, you're looking pretty good to me.
So let's keep our spirits up. The thing is, time means nothing to God. God wins in the end. It all comes out in the end. And that's what we're aiming toward, the ultimate conversion, the ultimate return to God.
I just want there to be less bloodshed. That's the issue.
Of course. And you've made there less bloodshed. There is less bloodshed because of Randy Terry, and maybe even because of Joe Scheidler to some extent.
One would think.
And we hope so. But we leave it in God's hands. In manibus Dei. That was my uncle's motto as a bishop. In manibus Dei, in the hands of God. That's where it ultimately ends up. We try to help put it there. Operation Rescue was an act of daring. It was an act of putting yourself right in the middle of the fight, in the middle of the battle between good and evil. And it was taking the side of good and putting it into action. And it was a daring, a risk. You never knew. You never knew what might happen along the way that might make it more costly, but you didn't care. You were going to do it. And I remember the people at the Operation Rescue standing in front of the clinics, being arrested. These were people that were willing to go beyond what would ordinarily be required, just feeling bad about something or being against something or speaking against something. They put their body with where their mouth was. And they did something, something that was a sacrifice. And I think that sacrifice itself carried a great deal of weight. It was a prayer. The action became a prayer, and I think God smiled on it. I think he still does. I think he still smiles on those people that were willing to do that and are now doing other things, but still active in the pro-life movement, and will remain so until death. We're active pro-lifers. Even if we're not sitting in front of a clinic, our heart's there, our mind's there, and our attitude is always pro-life.